College started as a community of masters and scholars. It was a refuge. It was a place where you went to get lost in ideas, to discover and wonder, and to plot as an academic. Today, it is a place where you go to exchange a lifetime of debt for credit hours and a degree, and maybe a good job. Seth Godin. There's a lot of confusion about the benefits of going to college these days. If you speak to your father, mother, uncle, or high school principal, they almost certainly tell you to go to college. However, if you were to speak with some of the wealthiest and most successful entrepreneurs, such as Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, or Elon Musk, for example, they will almost certainly tell you not to go to college.
There's no need even to have a college degree at all. You know, if you look at, say, people like Bill Gates or Larry Ellison, Steve Jobs, these guys didn't graduate from college. But if you had a chance to hire them, of course, that would be a good idea.
Of course, it's easy for them. They say they've built multiple businesses and made billions of dollars, and now fly all around the world in private jets. And yet here we are just looking for a map. We want to travel the world and live lives of great fulfillment, yet it seems so impossible to never achieve it. However, college is something that promises us all this. Not to mention, all our friends are going, as well as our parents desperately nagging on us. So, we go to college. We pick a major we're not sure about, but just like the sound of how much money we will make. We traded a few years of our lives to get decent grades, partly on the weekends and almost every other night. Then, and only when it's all coming to an end, do we begin to realize that we've been marching towards nothing more than an overpriced piece of paper and a pile of debt. In this video, we will share 5 reasons why going to college is a complete waste of time. And if you stay to the end, we'll also share what you can do instead of going to college. Going to college does not guarantee employment. College is a waste of time and money because it exposes students to agony, pain, and the process. Universities do not guarantee students jobs after they graduate, so you may find yourself unemployed at the end. So what was the point of spending all that money for the sake of having a chance of getting a job? You'll always have a chance to get a job later on. As a result, obtaining a college diploma is akin to trading something for nothing. When you invest tens of thousands of dollars per year, you deserve some sort of assurance. Otherwise, why go through it if the risk is always going to be there? Reason number 2, going to college is a complete waste of money. In the United States, annual tuition fees for an undergraduate program or bachelor's degree are expected to be $9,410 for in-state students and $23,890 for out-of-state students for public colleges and $32,410 for private universities. So can you imagine investing so much if you had no guarantee of a job? Will it be the best choice? No, you should never spend money you have earned, and a prudent person would always have cash on hand. Consider something new and original, and then make it happen. Make a startup with the money you saved from your tuition. You may now establish an online business from the comfort of your own home, thanks to technological advancements. Reason number 3, the real-world situation is different. It is not a good sign for anyone when it is too late to comprehend the real world outside. You may have to work harder than you think or imagine the actual world. Once you enter the comfort zone of college, you may experience a delay in learning the truth. There's a lot of reality out there that you'll only discover if you leave your comfort zone. Colleges just take examinations and receive results. However, the real exam takes place on the exterior of school. What will happen when you return to reality? You learn that no matter how hard you work or strive, life does not allow you to make flawless records. You will almost certainly lose more games than you will win, and you will never be perfect. After completing a bachelor's degree program, you graduate from college and enter the working world. You and your parents anticipate that you will obtain a high-profile, well-paying job with incentives and benefits. It could be your imaginary world, but recruiters are looking for practical knowledge, skills, and work experience. Reason number 4, you forget most of the information anyway. Nobody recalls much of the important knowledge we acquire in college. Most of those things have faded from our memory, and almost nobody could tell you real-world practical knowledge they learned in school, even if they wanted to. While there were certain lessons that were incredibly fantastic and life-changing, we no longer recall them. It is one of those pieces of information that has a significant short-term impact. You're so preoccupied with what's going on right now that the information you studied in college is no longer relevant or valuable. As a result, going to college is a waste of time and money. Can you honestly say it is worth it if you're going to forget a majority of the material anyway? We are most interested in information that is immediately relevant to us. The past has less of an impact on us. Reason number 5. Think about the opportunity cost of learning real-life skills. Life is said to be short, but we disagree. Life is a lengthy journey. 4 years is an absurdly long period of time to sacrifice for someone else. Consider the last 4 years of your life. It may have seemed to pass fast, but measure in terms of progress. Did you make significant progress toward your goals? So consider what you could have done with the extra 4 years of your life that you would have otherwise spent in school. After 4 years of theoretical learning, you discover that none of the data you gathered is standardized. Some firms use the same phrases to signify different things, and your academic meanings are only theoretical. Now we've seen 5 reasons why you should not go to college. Here are 3 things you can do instead. Number 1. Start your own business. When you're young, you should be willing to risk everything. Why? Because the stakes aren't as high as they appear. You probably only have yourself to feed, and you can survive on very little. You probably don't have any obligations, debts, or bills to pay, and you'll make it through a couple of bankruptcies. To start a business, you don't need any money. You could start making videos on YouTube, which can one day become a big asset that yields money every month. With YouTube, the opportunities are endless. You can make money from YouTube ad revenue. You can also make money from brand deals, selling your own products, or even by simply recommending other people's products. That's what we did when we dropped out of college. And now one of our YouTube channels brings us $150 to $300 per day. Now is the safest moment to give it a shot. You should start a business because you know it will fail, not because you think it will succeed. You'll end up broken with a lot of experience and knowledge if you do it this way. Number 2. Take a long vacation. Don't optimize too soon. It's critical to allow yourself time to get lost while you're young. To explore, to travel, to squander time by doing nothing. That is how ideas are generated. Assume you're a beginner who wants to go off the grid for a year or 2. Take a trip around Asia, work odd jobs and see the world. You'll also be able to make more money afterwards, but you'll almost certainly never have the opportunity to do this again. Number 3. Build a valuable skill. Rather than subscribing to discover your passion hype, develop a skill that others value, as long as you get paid. It can be anything from bricklaying to SEO. For starters, you'll be compensated, which is a significant accomplishment in and of itself. However, developing a valued talent will help you discover your passion as a side effect. After you drop out, you'll have the freedom to pursue actual passions. Will this be on the test is no longer an issue. You can now learn everything you choose. The idea is to pursue your curiosity wherever it leaves you, even if it takes you to strange areas. Watch one of the YouTube interviews you've always wanted to see, but couldn't because you didn't have time to explore. And the major problem is that school doesn't really teach us the knowledge needed to become independent in life, because it simply wasn't made to do that. And that's why Robert Kiyosaki discovered when he asked his father how he could become rich. If you want to see the advice that the rich father gave to Robert Kiyosaki, click on the left video that's showing on the screen, or click on the video on the right that YouTube thinks you will enjoy.